All right, welcome back to the Ireland Contracting Nightly Sports Call Now, or GMC Tweet of the Night. This is from Adam Schefter, and this is your Steelers updated depth chart now. List QB Kenny Pickett as the new backup starter to Mitch Trubisky. And you can see that depth chart right there. I think I kind of agree with most of those depth chart. I'm wondering what's going to happen in the secondary a little bit. It has Levi Wallace as the number 2 corner behind Cam Sutton. I'm expecting all 3 of those corners to be on the field at the same time.
And I'm expecting Arthur Maulet, who is listed as a starter, to go to the bench.
Yeah, I didn't get
if
that.
If Arthur Maulet is playing over Levi Wallace, then they made a bad decision in free agency to bring in Wallace. And he should play. Wallace was, at times for Buffalo last year, the best defense in the NFL by the numbers. He was at times their number 1 corner. So if he was good enough for Buffalo's defense, he should be good enough for this one. Arthur Maulet is not a star. I think Tomlin, he's pushing Arthur Maulet, Richie, because Arthur Maulet replaced Mike Hilton, who they're going to see on Sunday, and they let one get away with Mike Hilton. I still think that was a mistake. Mike Hilton is a very versatile player. He gets pass rush. He lives in the backfield as a corner, and he brings an edge. He's a very tough-nosed player, and I think the Steelers have missed the grittiness that Mike Hilton brought to this team.
Another clerical error, maybe. Another cut and paste job right there. I'm thinking that.
And how about
Cam
the
Sutton,
audio? An audio engineer had an error today trying to cut and paste the sound. And what a job by Pompiani. What he was able to do there on the CW today, Richie. Did you see that?
Yeah, he's a pro.
Down there,
I was watching it from home. I worked late.
It was impressive. I was so just in awe of Pompiani there, trying to kill time. That's why he's won so many Emmys, and he's been in broadcasting for more than 4 decades, folks. I know he doesn't look it, but Bob has been at this for more than 4 decades now, and you saw why today, what a pro he is on that Steelers press conference.
100%. That's why he's the best. Let's go out to Bill in Pittsburgh. He wants to talk about the quarterbacks,
Hello,
and that
Bill.
is our number 1 Cochran call of the night. What's up, Bill?
Hey, guys. Do you think Mike Tomlin just tried hoodwinking all of us on this quarterback situation and just tried to cause some issues for Cincinnati? What's your take on it?
Pony gave his theory. I don't see what's the point. You're only doing it for, 20 hours? So I want to believe that it was a clerical error.
I think it had more to do, not so much with trying to keep Cincinnati on their toes. I think it had more to do with Trubisky. I think he's so aware of the fact that there's such a groundswell for Pickett that going into the guy's first start, if people were just all in on Pickett, always the backup, that means one bad turnover, one bad series, one bad play. I think Tomlin wanted to reduce that and just completely silence that all week and have Pickett as the backup but have no conversation about it with the depth chart. But I think the NFL and the Bengals called him out on it. This is what I think happened, Richie. Clerical error. If it got fixed 10 minutes later, I'd agree with you, Richie. But almost an entire day? What is that all about?
Everyone was talking about it yesterday, so I see your point. Everyone was talking about the depth chart yesterday when it came out. So you have a good theory there. You have a good theory. I'd like to get to the bottom of this and try to figure it out. Let's go out to Mike in Freedom. How you doing, Mike?
Hi, Mike.
Mike, you there? I guess Mike's.
Good call.
Hello.
Well, there he is. There's Mike. What's up,
Hello,
Mike?
Michael.
How are you gentlemen doing this evening?
Good, thanks for calling.
We're good.
I just wanted to mention, spoke with Bob and Chris last week, and I'm just going to reiterate what we had a discussion concerning. Relative to the quarterback situation, these 2 gentlemen, Trubisky, all 3 of them, Trubisky and Rudolph and Pickett, during the preseason, they played with incredibly pedestrian, vanilla defenses, and it's really hard to make a determination of who proved what during that time. And I don't think what Coach Tomlin is deciding is so much who is the better of the 3.
Well, Mike, look, Mike, let me stop you. I didn't want you to hang up on him, but the offenses are doing the same exact thing. Look who they're playing with. They're playing with vanilla offenses, with guys that don't even make the team. So that argument can go both ways, I think. I wanted to know what was Mike's problem.
With what?
with the quarterback situation, I think he was trying to make a case for Mason Rudolph because someone called last week and tried to make a case for him too. But, he's talking about the defenses that they're facing. But what about the offenses they're putting out there?
Sure. I think he's trying to say don't read too much into preseason performance because neither team is really game planning and coming up with their, Sunday's best play calls and lineups. And he's right to a point about that. Now, you're saying it's pretty much even Steven. Both teams are vanilla. I think it does level the playing field, but it also is a lot different from what it's going to look like in a few days in Cincinnati. So if his point is don't get too excited about the way the quarterbacks played, I think that's fair. And I would even say that about Pickett. I mean, you know how bullish I am on Pickett.
Yeah.
I don't think it's going to look that easy for him once the regular season starts and teams start game planning against him. I expect Kenny, he will have his struggles. I know it might be hard for people to hear me say that, but I do think over 17 games as a rookie, he would have his ups and downs. I think in the long run, he's going to benefit from it. And I think he's still going to have, if he plays a bunch of games, and he should, I think he's still going to have really good numbers. But it's not going to just be a walk in the park for the guy because the offensive line stinks, and the defenses will pick holes in these guys a lot more once the regular season starts.
Let's go out to Regis. What's up, Regis?
Hi, Reg.
Regis.
I can hear somebody. Is that me I hear?
I think it's you.
Richie?
Yeah, I think it's you. I guess Regis is gone. Let's go out to Fred. What's up, Fred?
Hi, Fred.
Hi, guys. Thanks for taking my call. Hey, I might be
Sure.
behind the times here, but I just heard tonight that the NFL is going to streaming all Thursday night NFL games. Does that mean that, I pay hundreds of dollars monthly for cable, and from what I'm hearing, you're not going to see a Thursday night game. I know the Steelers have a Thursday night game. I'm hoping they get to pick it up locally.
You'll get
on
it
the
here.
TV station.
You will.
Yeah.
It'll be on a TV station here, but the rest of the games that don't involve the Steelers will only be on Amazon.
Yeah, that Steelers game, I don't know who has it. I know we don't. We have the Christmas Eve game. I don't know who has that Thursday night game, but it will be broadcast locally. So, Pony, before we take a break here, I want to ask you, at what point now do you think we potentially would see Pickett? What if Mason Rudolph goes 6-1? No one's talking about
Mason
Pickett, right?
Rudolph is going to go 6-1?
Oh, sorry, Mitch Trubisky. Sorry. Mitch Trubisky.
If Mitch Trubisky's 6-1, he keeps playing.
Yeah.
Do you expect that to happen?
No, I don't, but I could see 3-3.
Neither do I.
I could see 3-3, and what do you do?
I think if Trubisky has a lousy game against Cincinnati, Pickett will start against New England.
You think that early?
I think if he's so-so in the first two games, I think Tomlin will play Trubisky in Cleveland because it's a Thursday game, and then we could see Pickett play the first game against the Jets in Week 4.
All right, well, that's interesting. We're going to take a break. Back with more of your phone calls, maybe some of your tweets coming up next. Stay right there.